and welcome to Titanium Talar's Tarot, and today I'll be doing a reading for Gemini, okay? So this is going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. If you have any of these planets in your chart under Gemini, welcome. If not, welcome as well. You probably have a message in here for you, so keep an ear out, okay? And if you are a cross-watcher, I welcome you with open arms because heaven knows I was a cross-watcher for many a video myself, so I get you and I got you. Now, the way I work is that I first pull cards from the Radlech Valentine Fairy Tarot deck, then I clarify those with Brian Frow's Fairy Oracle, and finally, if I need any further clarification, I use Sylvia Netzer's Mirror Truth Lenormand deck. Okay, and I would like to remind you that we all have an intuition, and with that being said, it is very important that we learn how to use it so we don't lose it, and that we know so that we know what's coming in our life. Okay, now, with that being said, my gemmies, let's get into your cards. Okay? Yes. Okay. Oh, by the way, in my pre-shuffle, as in my setup, while I was setting up, the song that came to me was I Am Titanium, which is funny because that's partly what this channel is called. But I do have titanium in me. Literally. I have titanium rods in my tibias, so they used to call me TT. My parents would call me TT, Titanium Talar, because I have titanium in my body now, right? It's one of the lightweight, most shock resistant metals. So please, angels in the heights, anyone from the highest good for my gemmies. Ooh, first card is Balance card, pointing towards the right. Balance is the card of Sagittarius in this deck. Alright, so please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my gemmies, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Gemini, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my gemmies, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides. And the next card is the Queen of Summer. I heard summer, summer, summertime. Let's just sit back and unwind. Will Smith, but that might be because it was by association, but still, I'm gonna write it down. Summer time. Will Smith. Yes. Okay. Moving on. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my gemmies, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my gemmies, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my gemmies, please come forward and share. And you got the Three of Winter in the uprights. Interesting. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my gemmies, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my gemmies, please come forward and share. And you got the Ace of Winter in the upright as well. I'm still getting Summer, Summer, Summertime by Will Smith. Huh. Let's just sit back and unwind. Ooh. Summer, summer, summertime. Okay. Alrighty. So let us clarify, yes? Yes. Pen abort. Oh, there you are. Pen has fallen. Alright. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my jammies, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week by clarifying where balance is here, pointing towards the right. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my jammies, please come forward and clarify why balance is here, pointing towards the right. Please, angels and guides. And you got the journeyman with Guardian at the gate at the bottom of the deck, and Iris of the Rainbow, and She of the Cruach, and Arvel Parrot. Yep. Okie dokie. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my jammies, please clarify why the Queen of Summer is here, pointing upright. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my jammies, please come forward and share why the Queen of Summer is here in the upright. Ooh, well. And you got Mike the Myomancer pointing towards the right. With Singer of Healing at the bottom of the deck, followed by the Fairy Godmother, followed by Sylvanius, followed by Faf the Footer, and the Rar, and himself, and the Laum, and the Master Maker, and Solace, and Penelope Dreamweaver, and Nellis the Alchemist, and Lady of the Harvest, and Fairy Guidance, and Mikkel Amuckle. Holy shiza. Those are some cards there, my jammies. Okay, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my jammies, please come forward and share why the Three of Winter is here in the upright. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my jammies, please come forward and share why the Three of Winter is here in the upright. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my jammies, please come forward and share why the Three of Winter is seen there upright. Because of the Sage. The Sage with Undressing of a Salad, and the Maiden behind that. And Talm the Poet. Excuse me. And the Fawn. And the Fairy Sword. Wow. And the Singer of Connection. Yes, Singer of Connection. Wow. Oh, my jemmies, what's a happening? Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my jammies, please come forward and share why the Ace of Winter is here in the upright. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my jammies, please come forward and share why the Ace of Winter is here in the upright. please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Gemmies, please come forward and share why the Ace of Winter is here in the upright. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Gemmies. And you got Geo the Slow. And the Death card at the bottom of the deck. And surprise behind that. Surprise. Okay. Give me a moment here, my peeps. Please. Okay. So first card is the Balance card pointing towards the right. Now, cards pointing towards the right to me mean that they're coming in quick. Yes, they're coming in quick. And they're coming in quick, definitely. And this card says, take everyone's input into consideration, merge viewpoints to create a better solutions, take your time, there's no need to rush. About going on an adventure while passing through the gates of another guardian at the gate, another level, another reality of life, I would suppose. Yes. Okay. And this is directly attached to your hopes and expectations for the future. Promise, expectation. Potato, tomato, you know. As well as She of the Crotch. Now, She of the Crotch talks of the perceptive principle, being fertile and being nourishing. Or nurturing. Also nourishing. So, you are going to embark on something new and you are asked. So, you are going to embark on an adventure through a new gate that is there's a new promise for the future for you, okay, and for which you have been asked to be nurturing towards yourself, because this will ask for a lot of change in your reality, and that change, you're going to have to speak it, you're going to have to verbalize it so that people will understand where you're coming from. Okay. So that is for balance. Then you have the Queen of Summer. Okay, which is a very loving, comforting, intuitive, and emotional individual. Okay, listen to your heart. Intuitive insights you can trust. Taking care of others, perhaps a bit too much. Right? Well, a bit was something I just said, but it's perhaps too much. It's a matter of you actually taking care of you. Okay? So you need to balance your energies out to take care of yourself. Let it be emotional or whatnot. In an emotional sense or whatever. Now, for the mini deck. Okay. So this is going to take some time in coming to fruition. Okay? But once it does, it's going to be it's going to heal your mind, body, and spirit. Okay? It'll also feel like a wish come true. Gifts, talents, grace, helpful lessons. Well, wish come true. It's a fairy godmother, right? So it's something that aids you and helps you and all the loving stuff. Okay, next you have the Sylvanus card, which talks about cutting through deception. So yes, you are going to have a lot of wishes being granted and all that stuff, but it is also, like it said, it's going to be a helpful lesson. So it will help you discern between what is good and what is bad, what is truth and what is false, right? So there's that too. And during this time, you are being called to keep yourself grounded, to not get too inflated up here, you know, so you don't start floating up in midair like a balloon and then popping once you get to outer space. Well, to the higher strats of the atmosphere. I mean, if that's what happens. I actually don't know what happens to balloons once they get up there. Do they pop or do they float up into space? That would be funny. I don't think they float up into space, but what happens? At some point, I'm guessing they would explode because of all the pressure, or they would explode because of all the pressure, right? Imagine what happens when you're in the air. What happens to your eardrums? I don't know, it makes you feel uncomfortable, right? So that's it. So you need to be grounded in order to avoid having your head explode and like burst to smithereens and such. Just saying. And whilst this new healing is taking place, you'll feel like you have wild energy, pure potential. Like anything can happen, anything you want. Okay? It's just a question of deciding what you want. Any way you want, and that's the way you need. That's the way. I like it. What? Okay, so any way you want it, that's the way. Any way you want it. I'm not actually sure. The way I've never heard that song before while reading. This is interesting. Okay. So, what was the last card I read? Rar, pure potential. And with that pure potential, you will... So, when we talk of pure potential, it's the pure potentiality. It's anything can happen, right? You can create anything you want, anywhere, at any time. It's pure potentiality, right? And with the endless possibilities that present themselves to you, you will be able to attract this guy. Well, it might not be a guy, this person, okay, which is natural law. So this person, it might be you or it might be someone else, understands the natural law, has shamanic powers, okay, has life force, and deals mainly with magic, right? And now, knowing what the thing is that most people live this life not knowing how nature actually works. Okay, nature has many facets. It's not just what we read in texts at school. Now, don't forget, that is what they want us to know. Okay, so for those who know a little bit more, I'm guessing that's what we're talking about here. Okay, And yeah, I'm getting a yes. That is what they were talking about. Someone that's cognizant of how the world actually operates. Right? Which I don't even know all of it yet. I don't even know if I ever will. But that's the thing. The one thing that you can be certain that this person will have, or that you will have in regards to this person that you're attracting, is unconditional giving and receiving. It's going to be a fair trade of emotion. And with that fair trade of emotion, okay, or fair trade of giving and receiving, okay, it will give you an idea. Ding. Notice this little fly. I don't know what he is. It's like he's a fly, but he's also a gnome. Fly gnome? I don't know. It's like this guy is giving this centaur, I'm guessing, an idea. Or is she an elf? I don't know, because she has pointy ears, but then she has like horns. I don't know. So this other person or you might give the other person like ideas and stuff to think about. Okay? And with that, you got solace, which talks of knowledge, spiritual empowerment, consciousness synthesis. So whatever it is, it's going to give you a whole new idea, and it's going to light up your wand. And with that, you will have inspiration for the future. No, inspiration. You'll have inspiration. You'll have magical dreams, and you will have visions. So your third eye, your oracular powers will be on point. Yes, they will. And with that on pointness, you will be able to tap into the Nellis the Alchemist energy, which means you will be able to create your own reality, because what can you do? You can alchemize anything you want from anything. Okay? You can play with neurons. I mean, with cells and stuff. Next is you got Lady of the Harvest. So with that, you will be able to go to another cycle. You will have skipped at least one cycle. Well, you have 1, 2, 3. You already have 3 energy. 3 energy singers. What? Then this card is telling you that you will have completed a cycle about how you live your life, and with that you will be able to tap into the everyday blessings that you receive, and you will be able to see them everywhere you go. Yeah. And now with that, you will be able you'll have a little bit of separation anxiety. I'm guessing separation from the old and going into the new, which is completely normal. When you're going into a new cycle, you need some time to get used to it and make peace with what you left behind and what you're going into, which is completely normal, right? And that knowledge, that synthesis, that ability to separate oneself from whatever comes with age, comes with maturity, comes with knowledge, comes from retreat, old age, and patience. It'll take time to get here, but once you do, you are going to seem impossible to others. As in, what you're doing is impossible. How can you do it? How is it possible that you did this by yourself at this point? How? See, this card says balance, avoiding extremes, achieving the impossible, being impossible. So you are, in essence, being impossible and creating the impossible within yourself. Now, the next card is the Maiden. And the Maiden talks of new auspicious beginnings. So whatever you're learning about and whatever you are seemingly impossible, what you're seemingly impossibly doing is going to allow you to get into a new thing. Okay. Ooh. Sorry, I'm just like, oh my gosh, you have, I said 3, right? You have 3 singers and you have 2 more that just came, that just added. So you have 5 singers in total. People, this is amazing. Now you have Taum the poet, which talks of clear sight, poetry, erotic energy, laughter, not getting into serious mischief. So you know what it is that you are going towards. Ooh, I must have said something right, because I'm yawning. So you are now at this new ability. You can do these things by yourself, and it is amazing. Okay, now walk this way, talk this way. Okay. Interesting. So the next card you got is the Fawn. Now the Fawn talks of understanding the nature of nature, natural wisdom, natural magic. So didn't this come up earlier in this reading? Yes. So someone, you or someone else, is understanding how nature actually works, and you're utilizing it to the best of your abilities, which will allow you to, through the alchemist, manifest and alter your reality as you so wish. Okay. And now with that, you will also attract into your life He of the Fairy Sword, which talks of the active principle, the spiritual will, justice, protection. So whatever it is that you are doing, you have complete and total wanting behind its achievement, and so that is why it is going to be a done deal for ya. Okay. And with that, the last card for the set is the Singer of Connection. Now, the Singer of Connection talks of spiritual connection, karma, balance, empathy. And what I'm getting here is that you have gone out of your bad karma, you are now in your good karma. And so things have balanced themselves out. you have balanced your karma, and that is awesome. Now, for the next step, for the next set, you have the Three of Winter. And the Three of Winter talks of heartbreak. Reach out to others for comfort and love. You will grow stronger from this situation. Sadness that will heal with time. So I was still doing Queen of Summer. So all of that is all those cards are for you becoming a more loving individual. Loving and understanding individual. Now with that, you have the Three of Winter. Now, you are loving to the nth degree, which there are some people are going to take advantage of that. And you being in a new cycle of life are not used to those people, are not used to them coming to you, so you can't pick them off like a mile away. So there's a need for a moment of getting used to those a-holes, which is completely fine, right? And it's completely normal. And it's a way for your soul to why I didn't I just read this anyway. In any case, so the Three of Winter, okay, it's clarified by the sage. And so the Three of Winter is going to give you knowing. I have a feeling I went back a step, and I'm sorry if I did. Auspicious beginning. I was at Taum the poet. So the Three of Winter is going to give you some knowledge, which will help you seem impossible to those around you. Seem impossible, be impossible. They'll be like, how do you do that? But they actually won't ask you because they'd be too busy judging you and pointing fingers and such. I point fingers, but I just state. I have a tendency of stating the obvious while pointing my finger. So, I'm just saying, if you ever come across me and I start pointing, just know I'm just stating the obvious. There is no actual judgment going on. It's just me stating, like I said, the obvious. Okay, so with that heartbreak, you will learn something new that will allow you to seem impossible to others. And with that seeming impossible, you will have a new beginning. Alright? Where other people will be like, what? No. Of which you will have clear sight about. You will also be easily amused, because it does say laughter here. So you won't take life seriously is what I'm trying to say, because you've learned something. Life is more funny. You're not supposed to take life so seriously. It'd be a freaking bore, okay? Now, the next card you got is the Ace of Winter. Now, the Ace of Winter, alright, talks of don't be deterred by challenges along the way. It's important to communicate clearly and accurately. Amazing new ideas that should be implemented. Which means that whatever this new auspicious beginning that is going to give way, you are also going to have a new idea, and you should implement that new idea, right? Even if others don't really take it so seriously. Now, then you got Geo the Slow. And so Geo the Slow talks of slow cycles of time, right? It says cycles of time, slowness, waiting, patience. So you will get to this new you will be only able to don't be deterred by challenges along the way. You will only be able to do this through time. But before that happens, something within you has to die. Like a phase of you, like a thinking pattern has to die in order for you to start implementing the Ace of Winter energy, okay? And that, when it happens, is going to surprise the bejesus out of you. You're like, what? No. Damn. You know. So, my Gemmies, that is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below and it'll be my pleasure to help. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my price, alright? Now, with that being said, I would like to remind you that we all have an intuition and it's key that we learn how to use it so that we don't lose it. And for that reason, on Mondays, I do a video specifically on that, so check those out if you're interested. And with that being said, my gorgeous Gemmies, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I will see you next time, okay? Bye!